Hello, everybody, and welcome. Very excited you are here tonight. Let me throw this in speaker view before I forget. We are here to share with you Bravenly. And if you were invited here, it's because the person who invited you holds you in a high regard, knows that what we have here can help bless your life the way that it's been blessing ours. And so what we're going to do tonight is just share a little bit about who we are, why we're here. I have some amazing leaders who are joining me tonight that are going to share with us as well and talk about their story and why Bravenly for them. Because here's the thing. When you are looking at network marketing and you're looking to do this as, a side income for your family, there's a couple things that are really important, a couple things that you don't want to disregard when thinking about a company. And so one of those is, I have my notes here, is just the company in general. So we're Bravenly Global. We actually just became global in February, which is super cool. We are now expanding into Canada. That is very exciting. We are just 2 years old. So finding a company that is really ground floor, but out of all the hiccups, we've surpassed like the points in time where like things can get hung up in the process. So we're just like a full steam ahead. We're so, what's the word? We're so efficient in how we do things here that we actually I had a girlfriend who placed an order this morning and she messaged me like 2 hours later and said it shipped. Like that's still mind-blowing to me. I've been doing this since August and I still can't believe that that's what we have here. And so we're debt-free too. That's another thing that's super important to know about a company. And we also have leaders who care. We're family-owned. We're a faith-based company. We're built on this foundation, this rock. Like we're not going anywhere. There are so many pieces to this business that are just so firm in the conviction of who we are at Bravenly. We stand for courage, impact, and integrity. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I would not have changed companies if the company did not have integrity as a core element of their business. My name is Siobhan Brown. I have been doing network marketing for about 7 years now. And I started when my son was about 6 months old. I had the high-paying, high-empowered corporate job. I was, climbing the ladder there without wanting to climb the ladder there, but it just was what I thought you were supposed to do. You go to college, you get a job, and you keep going, you get married, you have kids, all the things. But I knew that I was meant for more. I knew that I didn't want to be stuck behind a desk all day long. So when I got pregnant and was actually thrown into the pit of postpartum, going back to work was not an option for me. And so my girlfriend introduced me to network marketing and I was like, wow, this is really interesting. It was fun. It pulled me out of the pit. It gave me something to look forward to. It allowed me to be more than just a mom and a wife, which was amazing, something I always had wanted. But no one tells you when you have kids that your life is going to be flipped upside down. And when it falls back down to the ground, it's not going to look the same. They don't tell you that. And so network marketing helped me find myself again. And this business truly is, it's personal development with a comp plan. So I really get paid, and so does everybody else on this call who is part of Bravenly already. We get paid to be better. And this company helps us do that. And along the way, we get to pick people and we get to choose people and invite people to do what we're doing also. And what that does is it's like a domino effect. It's this ripple effect of impact. It's life after life after life that we change. We were just at conference and everybody was recognized. And so I'm sitting in my seat and I'm watching everybody walk the stage. And instead of seeing people, what I saw was lives impacted, lives changed. And everybody that walked that stage has had a hand in helping somebody improve their health, their wellness, or their finances. And here at Bravenly, we're given the tools, we're given the resources, we're given everything you could imagine and more to be successful. The leadership, the mentorship, who we are, just like I said before, our core and how our foundation is just so strong. The convictions here and being able to help is why I'm here. I'm here to help serve. My story is a little bit different than others. My why is not financial. My why is that I get to help other people. My why is that I have this gift that I get to hand someone and say, hey, take a look at this and let me help you help your life. Let me do that for you. And I think it's different. For me, now that it's shifted and it's more of I just want to help people elevate and level up their life. And so we're able to do that because from a compensation standpoint here, we can really help you bring in that extra couple $100 for childcare, groceries, your car notes. Maybe you want to put your child in karate. Maybe you have a hobby that you want to dive into, but you don't have the extra funds for it. Maybe you want to put money away for a vacation for your family because you've been, I don't know, been a family of 4 for 10 years and never gone anywhere. Right? That's what network marketing does. It allows you to dream and to help that dream become a reality. And like I said before, we give you all the tools and the resources to do that because it's a key element to this business. There's no, hey, join us, and then you're like dropped off into the middle of the ocean. You join us and we're going to help you. We have products that are high impact, meaning when you try it, you're going to feel it. We have a new product called Rush Extreme that we just launched at our conference. And I know what they put in it because they give us the ingredients, but the thoughtfulness that these naturopaths put together in their supporting ingredients for this, let me just get a 1 if you have tried this before and it has literally changed your life, because I will tell you, I have never been more productive, happier, and more, I don't know, it's this mood part of it, not just the energy. I feel amazing. I love it. I want to give it to everyone. I carry it in my purse and I do. I pass it out to people when I meet them because I know what we have here is so amazing. So I'm going to pass it on right now to my very good friend, Kristin. She is going to share with you a little bit about why Bravenly for her. She comes from she's got a lot of experience, and not just in the industry, but as a leader and as somebody who really wants to be able to do more than just bring home a paycheck. So I'm going to leave this to her next and let her share a bit of herself.
Hi, guys. Hello. Good evening. Well, I'm so excited. I love hearing Siobhan speak. She's absolutely phenomenal. It's been such a blessing to work with her the past few months. But my name's Kristin Manassian. I am a mom of 2 redheads. I live in Dallas, Texas. My husband and I have been together for 20 years. I used to be a special education teacher. And the truth is I kind of stumbled into this industry looking to make a little bit of extra money because I was going on maternity leave when I had my daughter, and I was going to lose out on money. Believe it or not only do teachers not make a lot of money, we also don't get paid maternity leaves. So I was going to be out all this money because I had a baby. We needed to fill in the gaps. And so I kind of came into this industry hoping to fill in those gaps, and it became something bigger than that. And I wasn't really expecting all of this to happen. But after a couple of years in this industry, I got to come home from teaching, and I could sit here and talk about that for over an hour because that truly is the heart of what this industry has really meant to me, is just being able to be present with my kids, being able to be home with my kids. I mean, Karlie was just talking about her kids being sick last week and all of these things. And it just stirs those memories inside of me of, oh my gosh, one of my kids would get sick and I got to go do sub plans and paper, rock, scissors with my husband who's taken off so that we can take care of the kids. I mean, that in itself is such a blessing. And then I decided to partner with a company a few years back, and it was a crazy ride. It was a crazy ride. I became one of the tippity top leaders in this entire industry, and it was such a blessing, but there was just a void. There was a void missing in the way that I was building and certain things. And I was seeking something that I felt would be in more alignment with the way that I wanted this industry to be, because you guys, not only do we have phenomenal products that we get to share, this industry is, like Siobhan said, like it is a personal development program with a compensation plan attached to it, which you guys, you not only get to feel your best, you get to grow and serve people in this industry in a way that is truly something that is my favorite thing about this industry. And so I was looking for a company that kind of had everything. And I know there are a few people on this call that can attest to this. I had a lot of questions. I needed to have every single box checked before I would say yes to Bravenly, because at that point, I was almost at 9 years of experience in this industry. I have seen it all in this industry, and I needed to know that if I was going to align myself with a company, knowing that I have people that we're going to be following and all of these things. Like I held so much accountability to that. I knew that it had to have every single box checked. And I asked every single question. Karlie laughs because I know she remembers. I was like asking every single question because I knew that I could not align myself with the company unless it aligned with the values that I had. And so if you've done this industry before, you guys, I want to talk to a few things to just kind of ease some of those concerns you may have. If you've never done this industry before, I want to speak to you too, because I have almost 9 years of experience. Just be like, this girl knows what she's talking about. I'm going to trust her because I do. I have got the good, the bad, and the ugly that this industry can be. And what Bravenly is so phenomenal. Not only do we have impactful products, you guys, I wanted to make sure we had clean, effective, impactful products. I love health and wellness. It bleeds through everything that I am. And I need to know that products were going to make an impact. I needed to know that there was going to be a high retention rate. You guys, we have like a over 85% retention rate, 10-to-1 customer ratio. Like if that means nothing to you, that's okay. That means for every business partner, there are 10 customers ordering. That right there is a huge deal. Not only is it showing that we have products that are working, it also shows that you're going to be able to build out a long-term business. Then we have products that are truly making an impact. I just want to test for my testimony. I will do this with compliance. I have dealt with horrible discomfort in my neck. I used to get shots in my neck. I used to have to get medical massages every week in my neck. My husband would always be helping me in the evenings because I was just beat down. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever lived with discomfort every single day. It beats you down. It beats you down. And these products, it was so weird. About a month ago, my husband was like, you haven't really been asking for massages. And I'm like, I haven't had a shot in my neck in like 3 months. I haven't been going, like, it just so progressively happened and I'm not dealing with that anymore. So if I know that the products can make an impact like that on my life, I know they're going to make an impact on so many other people's lives. And then timing was important to me. It truly is important. I have built in 2 other companies. I have built in a company that was it's what you like to say, kind of saturated market. It had been around for a long time, great quality products, but building in a market that's been around for a really long time, it's just simply harder to do. But I also didn't want to join a company that was brand new, that didn't work out all those kinks and bumps and bruises and shippings and all of the things. I needed to know it was a company that was established enough so that I didn't have to be part of all of the ick that can happen. And I also built in a 2-year-old company before, and there's just something about leveraging that timing in a company. And that's where Bravenly is. We are a 2-year-old company. I don't like, we try not to build on hype and like, you got to get in right now, but just know that building in a company at the 2-year mark, oh my gosh, you guys, like I'm just telling you, I've done it before and it is phenomenal to be able to take advantage of that timing, to be able to have the proximity that we get right now with the leaders, with the owners, all of the things. Because I'm just going to be straight and honest. In 5 years, sweet little Aspen, our owner who wants to love every single person, she's going to do her best. God bless her. But we're going to be so big. It's going to be so hard. So the timing of everything right now is just amazing how you can leverage that. And then we had systems. I needed to know that I could take someone who had never done this industry before and know that they had every tool that they needed. But I also needed to know that I could bring in someone who has led a team before and give them that belief that they did not have to work every night, every weekend, be on their phone 24/7. Because like I said, the most important thing to me is being a mother and being a wife. Like that is the most important thing to me. So I needed to know that there were tools in place that were going to serve the masses. And holy smokes, corporate Ashley Walmer specifically has created everything for us, you guys, everything. And I want to speak to someone who's done this industry for a while. Just this month, right now, Ashley, our corporate staff, they're doing something to help people get to a specific rank. Every day, giving tasks, every day, social media post ideas, every single day. Do you know how many times as a leader I've done those groups? It is such a breath of fresh air to know that the team is taken care of because corporate is constantly putting out things like this for people to be successful here, whether they have no experience at all or lots of experience. And then compensation was a massive deal for me. I will be very honest. Glenn, sweet Glenn, he knows that I ask him all the questions about compensation, and he will hold up paper with visuals for me and all the things. Our compensation plan, on paper, it can seem a little confusing. And so Glenn was amazing in breaking it down for me. But what I can tell you is it is confusing for a reason. It's the way that our compensation plan is set up is so that anyone can take a part in this compensation plan and make money, whether you just want to make a few $100s, whether you just want to bring in some customers, if you want to build a team, if you want to help develop leaders to have success. This compensation meets the masses, but the most important part, if you don't hear anything I say about any of the compensation, go to I'm forgetting it right now. I will put it in the chat when I remember it. Somebody will put it in there. It pays out 55% to the field. Go in there. If you are looking at other companies, please, we confidently will say, go type in a name of another company and see how much they pay out to the field. We pay out 55% to the field, whereas most companies are around that 35% mark. So that right there speaks volumes to what our compensation does. And that speaks the integrity. And that was the most important thing for me, was a company that was building on integrity. Because like I said, I've been around, I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, and I've seen the really ugly. And I needed to make sure that I could confidently bring people to a company, bring them in front of people, in front of other leaders, in front of owners, in front of corporate, and know that the integrity piece was the most important part, because things may break, things may have hiccups, but as long as integrity is there, as long as they're building with every single person in the field, first and foremost, I feel comfortable and safe to know that this will be the biggest and longest build for every single one of us, which gets me so excited, you guys. The timing of everything is amazing. But I'm going to pass over that baton to sweet Karlie. Guys, she was nodding her head like this when I was talking about all the questions I have, because Karlie was there. I did not come in pretty easy, and I'm not that person that typically has tons of questions, but I needed to know this was going to be the best of the best of the best. And Karlie has been the best of the best of the best to be a leader, guys. She's like number top 3 in the company, all the way up at the tippity top, which we don't even like typically dote on that, but I'm going to give her a little credit for a second. She's like top 3 in the entire company, but her heart is so pure. Like, everything about her is just so calming, so pure. She cares about the people. She cares about balance and you being a mom and everything. She just wants to make sure that everyone's taken care of. So I'm going to pass it over to Karlie and let her share a little bit about her story here.
Hey, oh my goodness, thank you so much. And I have to say, you guys, one of the coolest parts about what we have here is the culture. These 2 ladies that I was talking with, they've fast becoming some of my best friends ever. I see several of my best friends on this call because we have an amazing community and there is room at our table for everyone. Now, this call is unique. We usually have a lot of diversity in the calls with people of all different ranks. Right now, you're talking to some of the top leaders of the company, but guess what? We relate to all of you because we've all been in your shoes. When I started almost 10 years ago, I was literally looking for money for diapers and gas, right? I was at that place where I wished that I could buy the real peanut butter and had to buy the generic. Okay, we've all been there. And I was at that place of being on a call. Wasn't as cool as this one, but I was on a call and I was like, do I want to do this thing? Do I want to look into network marketing? Is it one of those things? Do I even, and just all these questions swirling around my head. But ultimately, I knew that this was going to offer me the best option for being able to help my family from home and to give me that freedom of time. And, a lot of people, you might have a job outside of the home, but, grabbing another side gig that's going to take you away even longer. Whatever your goals are, you guys, I started out with little goals. Like, man, just if I can just get enough money for gas and diapers, I'll have enough money that I can stay home with my child. Okay. I had no idea what was in front of me. But what I can tell you is that, like Kristin was talking about, timing is everything. And right now, what we have as far as the timing of this company is that we are in that sweet spot where we're going to start stepping into ease of growth, this massive growth, because people, leaders are looking here. But who else is looking here? An entire nation of people that are exhausted with the way that things are going, that are struggling because they're going to the grocery store and they're realizing that they don't have enough money to buy what they need for their family, right? Right now, we are in a pivotal spot in our nation where people are needing that side gig. They need an extra bit of income. And what we can provide them here at Bravenly is something so unique and special because it's done with integrity. You know, Kristin was talking a little bit about she's seen some of the yuck. There are companies out there where people who are, as they're getting started, are going to spend more than they're making. That will not happen here, right? There are so many different places that will not necessarily be in your best interest. But one of the reasons that we've all aligned here is because we know that as leaders, we can do wildly well for our families. We can achieve those great big goals. But most important to us is that the people that are coming in that are the people we used to be, right? The ones who really would just like to buy the GIF, right? Of course, now it's Adams, I'm gonna be real. But I'm just saying those people, we want to help them because that's who we were. And we want to grab a hand and say, hey, we have a solution for you. We have an option for you. We can help you. We can help you financially. We can help you with your health and wellness goals, right? And we can also help you see the gold in you, the value in you. And that's one of my favorite parts about network marketing, you guys, is that each one of you has a very special purpose. Yeah, there's still like some gin. You know, that's got seed oil, sister. Okay, I digress. No, anyway. So what I was going to say though, is that, you know, there's all of you guys have something in you and all of you are on here for some reason. And part of that is that you feel made for more. And you know that there is something else out there for you. And that's what we have here for you. And so I can tell you that, you know, I was like these other ladies, like I had a big list of like, I needed to have all these things, not just for me, but for that new person that I was going to bring in. I wanted to make sure that we could help that average person, because we all started there, be able to get that extra 500 to 1,000 a month. And then some of you guys, right? Some people will say, okay, that's awesome, but I don't really like my job. What's it going to take for me to retire? We're going to work with you. Some people are like, okay, I've retired. Let's next step. I mean, the thing is, it's funny because my goals started little and now they're so ridiculous. I'm not gonna even say them on here, right? Because that is what is capable and possible when you step into something where the possibilities are limitless. So I'm just gonna real quick share with you a little bit about my product experience, because you know what? This is a wonderful culture, wonderful comp plan, but what gets that rolling, right? It's that we have a fantastic product that makes impact that people are going to want. And that's really, really important. And so I love that our products are clean. They're naturopathic formulated. I am an ingredient snob. If I'm going to have garbage going into my body, it's going to be Taco Bell, not my supplements. I'm going to be real. So the truth is, like, you guys, like, it was really important. You're laughing because you guys know it's true. But what I was going to say, though, is that these products made a huge impact. From the moment that I started taking them, I was in love with the ingredients. But as Kristin said, I've built to the very top of this company, the top rank of this company. I did that feeling better. I did that knowing that the gold was helping my inflammation, that I had more energy, that I had all these great attributes from it. But I didn't have some big, huge weight loss story. I didn't have some story where it's like, oh my gosh, look, she lost 76 pounds, right? Some people have that here. I didn't. And I was still able to build to the top. So anyone who in their head thinks I need to have some sort of visible story, visible like before and after to promote this, you do not. It definitely didn't slow me down. But what I can tell you is that I felt so good on the products and it felt like it was healing me from the inside out. I don't think that's the claim, but if it is, I take it back. But I felt completely this health transformation. And then we just launched a product last month called the Rush Extreme. And I want to tell you guys, my experience with that is that now I'm getting a before and after. The product is phenomenal. It has given me an energy, right? It's boosting my metabolism. And it's an incredible mood boost for me. So I'm taking that alongside a Rush Extreme and on top of the way that I feel and the wonderful, things that have happened here at Bravenly for me. What I can tell you is that those two have also allowed me to get into another level of like, wow, I got a great before and after picture now that's just continuing, right? So there's so many great products. My husband, I'm just going to share his story on the gold. The gold is anti-inflammatory. You guys, I think everyone should be on this. It is brilliant. And so he has a lot of injuries from the past. He was hit by a car. He was an athlete, snowboarder, surfer. And then on top of that, you guys, he was in construction and he really hurt his body to the place where his chiropractor said he wasn't going to be able to work much longer if he didn't stop doing what he was doing. And he was at the place where we went on a vacation and he was struggling just even to like walk through some of the vacation. And he was just like, this is sucks, right? This is rough. You know, he's not even 40 yet, almost, but not quite. And so he started drinking the gold and he started to feel better. And then he started to take 2 gold because, you guys, he's in rough shape. And you know what? He is feeling amazing. He's snowboarding again. He's able to play with the kids. You know, he's got like all of his ability to be able to go out and live the life that he wants to. Yeah, Heather's like, good old Tim. He's a good guy, you guys. But you know, for him, there was nothing more tragic than somebody being so active and loving life and wanting to go out and play with the kids and have adventures, to have that taken away from you. And the gold is giving that back to him. And so I had to just take a moment and share the products here, you guys, are transformative. We are changing lives with health and wellness. We're building confidence, and we're building incredible solutions for income. So thank you guys all so much for hopping on here. Siobhan, I'll pass it back to you. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being on here.
Thank you. Thank you, girls, so much for sharing tonight. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If you heard something where you're like, I need more, or you've got any questions, get back to the person who invited you and we will get you those extra answers that you need. I'm also going to stop the recording right now in just a moment, and you can hop on or stay on if you have those questions. But if you did love what you heard, just know that next Monday we do this all over again, same time, same Zoom. So if you have people running through your mind right now where you're like, they need to hear this, invite them next Monday. Again, thank you for your time. We love you all. We're so happy you're here, and we will chat soon.